family, getting that chair yoga, so we're just getting to the office. Been running around, dropping the kids off, fighting through traffic, and we want to just check in with the spine. We want to bend it left, right, forward, backwards, and when we're sitting here, we can get some, drop the chin, curl the back, cat, inhale, roll the shoulders back, deep breath in, gazing up, heart reaching up, cow, and then you can always get these cat cows right here, sitting down anytime, then reaching up and over. You can take the hand, rest it behind the head if you want that type of side body oblique opener. We always want to try and get as much length, breadth within the torso as possible. Check in, then we can get a seated spinal twist. So opposite hand reaching for that opposite thigh, and then one hand resting on the back of the chair, rotating. Work with your breath. So inhale, lengthen the crown towards the head, and then exhale, twist, looking over your shoulder, back shoulder. Still keeping that nice vertical spinal alignment, and then rotating to the opposite side. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the opposite direction. Check it in there, and then we can get some interlace the hands at the low back, or you can grab opposite hand, opposite elbow, and then we're just going to lean forward. Get a shoulder rinse there. And then also when we're leaning forward, we can scoot the tush towards the edge of the seat and get a seated forward fold Utsanasana. And since our hips are higher already than the ankles, it'll give us a little bit better opportunity just to fold forward, use gravity to help us get some length. Inhale, lengthen the crown of the head towards our toes, and then exhale, folding forward, shaking it out, fluttering the lips, whatever you want to do. Shoulder rolls forward, shoulder rolls backwards, and then you can also get some knee tuck-ins if you want to try and work on that core as you're sitting here. Either these little V-sit tuck-ins or boat pose, however, eccentric you want to get. And then now we've got the torso stretch. We can get some neck rolls too. Get some supported neck rolls. The hands interlace on the back and the side of the head. And then now the cream of the crop, our hips, low back, upper back, all can get quenched by again these figure four hip opener stretches, taking one ankle, crossing it over the opposite knee, keeping this top foot flexed, having the ankle hang over the outside of that grounded leg's thigh, and then you just lean forward. You want to lean over towards this foot that's crossed on top of the thigh, and then that'll help stretch the opposite piriformis, glute, hamstring. You can rest here. You can prop your knee and your leg underneath the table to give you a little bit more leverage to keep that leg down, and then you can lean forward. And then now we've got this spinal alignment. Get good full expansion of the lungs, inhaling as our torso's at this 45-degree angle, but we're not slouching over. Good length. And then 3 to 7 minutes on each side. And then you can, be on your computer, you can be on the TV, phone, whatever you're doing throughout your day. Good for, going between car rides if you're commuting a lot, or if you're about to do, some airplane travel, any of those tight areas, buses, where you don't have a lot of area to stretch. This is an awesome stretch just to relieve tension in the low back, the hamstrings. 3 to 7 minutes each side, and then you just switch. Opposite ankle crossed over the opposite knee, fold it forward. Leaning this way, you can bring your hands all the way down towards the ground too, and just sort of rest, hang out here, read a book, do whatever you can. But even if you can't afford 3 to 7 minutes all at once, 30 seconds or You know, even if it's a few seconds, like say you're not even allowed to sit at the desk and you just walk up, you know, have your hands on the desk, get a little down dog here, hands planted, pressing the heart through the arms, and then an inhale, upward facing dog. You can get some balancing half moon stretches, stretching out the hamstrings. You can get some supported forward folds, Utsanasana. And then you can also cross one ankle over the opposite knee and just using whatever object around you to give you some balance as you just sink down. If you're working on the job site, short on time, you know, just put your hand against the fence, against your vehicle, and just get your figure four stretch right there. You know, you can always go down into arm balance of any sort. Similar flying pigeon. Just have fun with that. And it's all about just bending the spine forward, backwards, left, right. Balancing half moon. Just having fun with that. So play around with it. Just understand you don't really need to have everything lock and key. But perfect practice makes perfect. Just remember, really try and get those hip stretches 3 to 7 minutes every day, as much as you can, because we're always walking or we're always sitting and muscles are just getting more tight. And then with a good posture, sitting down, trying to keep a nice vertical spine. That way we're not leaning forward, we're not slouching back, because then we're creating this muscular imbalance. And then that's how we get those tight muscles, muscle cramps, fatigue, and shortness of breath too, most importantly. Especially when we're leaning forward, we're not giving our lungs the opportunity to really get that full extension. So we can also get some dips in too. Don't want to forget the triceps. So hands come down here, you have your feet on the desk, or vice versa. And just working dips, whatever you want. Playing around with those. Ooh. Balancing half moon. Extended side angle. All these stretches you can do at your desk. You know, bird of paradise, getting the bind. Shoot. Just play around with that, make sure you get both sides. You can get your runner's lunge, warm the legs up, press into this Crescent Warrior here. And we open up, extend our side angle. Boom. Going with the bind. Plant it in the foot. Hips open up. Leg lifts. Bird of paradise. Stretch the shoulders. And go from there. But namaste, fam. Peace, love.